Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through.
Hello and welcome to round 9 of the 2017 Spring Castle Combe Junior Karting Championship. Now this Junior Karting Championship is open to anybody aged between 10 and 15, and we actually run a junior kart school here to train drivers up to get them up to racing standards to compete in this championship. And the 6 drivers that are through into this grand final are Matthew Starke on pole position alongside championship leader Josh Poulain, Harry Sadler and Neil McBraida on the second row, with Jack Meakin and Pedro Oliveira completing the grid. Now all of the karts are on slick tyres. They've all spent the whole day racing in the dry, and now for this race it is wet, so we wait for the lights to go green, and they do now, and it's a great start from Matthew Starke. Josh Poulain in second, trying around the outside into the first corner, and Jack Meakin and Harry Sadler are side by side through the chicane, 3 abreast there with Josh Poulain on the outside. And as they head up towards the top corner, Matthew Starke has the lead. It's Jack Meakin in second, Harry Sadler third, and Josh Poulain up the inside. There's contact, and Harry Sadler has spun. So contact from Josh Poulain onto Harry Sadler has caused Harry to spin from third down to 6th. But the lead is with Matthew Starke, who leads from Jack Meakin, and you can see how difficult these conditions are. The karts are sliding about all over the place, and Harry Sadler there in the background making lots of progress, taking the wet line, overtaking Pedro Oliveira as Jack Meakin goes up the inside of Matthew Starke for the lead and takes that lead. And he's also opened up a gap to Matthew Starke in second as well. Josh Poulain in third, Harry Sadler in 5th there, right behind Neil McBraida. He's taking the wet line at the top corner, the wider line, and he's passed Neil McBraida, and he's overshot the corner a little bit and tagged Josh Poulain and spun Josh Poulain round, and Pedro Oliveira collects Josh Poulain as well, with the lead with Jack Meakin. And there is a black and white flag for Harry Sadler for that contact on Josh Poulain, and also a black and white for Josh Poulain for the move on Harry Sadler on the first lap. So 2 of the drivers there, both getting -3 points for instance in this race. But I can't express how difficult these conditions are. They're all on slick tyres, all experiencing this weather, and how the track is as Harry Sadler goes up the inside of Matthew Starke, and he is through just about into second place. Neil McBraida now going to be trying to do that, but it looks like the rain is easing up a little bit. So Jack Meakin has the lead. Harry Sadler taking the wet line, that much wider line at the first corner there, and Matthew Starke right behind him in 3rd place, and Neil McBraida in 4th. And Matthew Starke there has stuck to the dry line through the chicane and overtaken Harry Sadler. So the track is not as wet as Harry thought it was. It's really difficult conditions with the track changing every lap, and the more rain that falls, the wetter it gets, and when it starts to ease up, it will dry very quickly as it is quite hot. So Harry Sadler back down to 3rd place, and as they head into the first corner, Jack Meakin has built up a lead. Harry Sadler taking that wider line again, and it's not working out at all. Neil McBraida through into 3rd place there. So Jack Meakin still has the lead. Harry Sadler now trying to find a way back past Neil McBraida, and Neil has spun and dropped back to 4th. So that is very, very difficult for these guys. You can see that Harry tried the wet line at the first corner and lost out. And then Neil McBraida has really struggled with how wet it was at the top corner and spun. So the conditions still very difficult, but it does look like the rain is easing up. So taking the drier line, which they all did through the first corner there, seems to be the best option. But it's just a bit cautious. You don't want to be too aggressive on the accelerator or too aggressive on the brakes, as you can very easily spin like Neil McBraida did. But it does look like Matthew Starke is homing in onto the back of Jack Meakin. And it looks like the track is actually much drier than it looked a couple of laps ago. And Matthew Starke is almost right onto the tail of Jack Meakin now. So he is homed in onto the back of him. You can see that the rain has pretty much eased up, and the track is already getting close to bone dry conditions. The top corner still looks a little bit damp. Matthew Starke is right with Jack Meakin now, so they head back down the hill, and he's dived up the inside, side by side. They're still side by side as they head down the hill, and Matthew Starke has made that stick. And now Jack Meakin's going to realise how quick the track is. That camera across the start line showed that it is very dry, and here you can already see a lot of dry patches forming, and this is in a very short race. The track conditions have gone from the wet line working best on the first couple of laps, and Jack, now very aware of how dry the track is, right onto the tail of Matthew Starke, but he's not close enough to make a move. Near McBraida right on the back of Harry Sadler, but Matthew Starke takes the win. Jack Meakin second, Harry Sadler third, Near McBraida fourth, and Josh Poulain in fifth. So here is confirmation of the results, with Matthew Starke, who was quickest when it mattered the most in those drying stages, taking the win and an extra 2 points for his round total. Jack Meakin led most of the way but had to settle for second, with Harry Sadler taking third and the fastest lap, but getting that black and white flag for that earlier incident with Josh Poulain. The championship standings still have Josh Poulain leading the way, 10 points clear of Jack Meakin. Matthew Starke now sits third in the championship, with Neil McBraida fourth and Harry Sadler fifth. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light